More battles are coming to Hyrule Warriors, Age of Calamity.
I'm sorry, what now? Age of Calamity. Age of Calamity. What are you giving to me? More weapons? Are Paya, or not Paya, are Pura and Robbie gonna be playable? Expansion pass! Woo! Expanded roster in June. I'll have to go back and read that.
How's it going so far? There's still a little bit more to show you in today's Nintendo Direct.
You're teasing me, man! You're teasing me!
Please take a look at this.
You already gave me Age of Calamity expand.
I'm A.G. Allen, producer of the Legend of Zelda series. I'm sure a lot of you saw me and thought there might be news about the sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild game.
Don't.
Unfortunately, we don't have anything to share right now. We apologize. Development is proceeding smoothly, and we should be able to bring you some new information this year.
Okay, at least they address
now,
it.
We'll have to ask you to wait just a bit longer. While you're all waiting, however, this Legend of Zelda game will be coming to Nintendo Switch. Please take a look.
It's time! It's time! Yes! We knew it was coming. We long thought it was coming, and it's here. Yes! Now, chances are, because of the game's reliance on the motion controls, it might not have a manual
What you've just
normal
seen
control.
is The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. This game originally released in 2011 on the Wii console, and now it's coming to Nintendo Switch. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword featured a control scheme in which players would use the Wii Remote Plus controller as a sword and the Nunchuck controller as a shield. With the increased processing power of the Nintendo Switch system, the controls here are smoother and even more intuitive.
Cool.
And we've recreated the controls for the sword and the shield here by having the player hold two Joy-Con controllers.
Okay.
The Joy-Con controller in your right hand is the sword. Swing it to have Link swing his sword in the game.
Okay.
The Joy-Con controller in your left hand is the shield. By lifting the controller, you can raise the shield to block enemy attacks. You can perform other actions like using both controllers to wield a bow and arrow. These physical movements add a sense of urgency and tension to combat. But we've also made it possible to play the game with button controls.
Oh, nice!
Played in handheld mode or on the Nintendo Switch Lite system. After
Awesome!
to assign different gameplay elements to different buttons, we decided to
Awesome. Okay, that'll make things so much better. Honestly, so much more accessible that way.
Tilt the stick down when you want to swing the sword downward.
Oh, the right stick is the
or diagonally. Just tilt the stick.
That
in the
works.
respective direction.
Metal Gear Rising did that.
Here's something else we've been working on. Specially designed Joy-Con controllers.
Nice.
The right Joy-Con controller is themed after the Master Sword, while the left features a Hylian shield.
I want it. I need new Joy-Cons.
The earliest story in the Legend of Zelda timeline details the events around the creation of the Master Sword itself.
I need those. I'm still stuck with the red and blue.
People who played the original
The
game,
neon
those
one
playing
from
for the
like
first time,
launch,
will
pretty
enjoy
much.
discovering the origins of the Legend of Zelda.
July 16th.
Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD launches July 16th. Following this Nintendo Direct, you'll be able to pre-order the game on Nintendo eShop. And the specially designed Joy-Con controllers will launch on the game's release date at your local retailers. Many of you may already know this, but The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword was the last original console game prior to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild game, and it was still following the established conventions of The Legend of Zelda. However, it gave a glimpse into many features and innovations that would eventually be adopted in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Using the sailcloth to descend in midair, a stamina gauge that depleted as you scaled walls with vines or ran, even the concept of collecting items to upgrade gear. I hope those of you who've played The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild will give this game a try as well.
I'll play them both, but I'll gladly play this again.
Please look forward to The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD